Welcome back, everyone. Bart and Jennifer Mills back with us today. They're reviewing Halloween Ends. Okay, so last thing we saw in Halloween Kills, Michael Myers is basically waxing the entire town of Haddonfield in the middle of the street. Apparently, this is now 4 years later. He's slunk off into the live in the sewers. Kind of pick us up from there, the plot, which we all agreed is kind of 14 things all put together, right?
Yeah, I think what they've done is, if you saw, this is the third in the trilogy of David Gordon Green's retake on Halloween. It's the 13th, by the way, which should have told them, skip 13 like hotels do, I guess. But, so what we have is, Michael Myers is no longer like physically in the town, but what they're telling us is that the sort of trauma of him having done what he did, which was, as you said, slaughter like 4,000 people in this tiny town of Haddonfield, it would be like wiping out Cairo. And, and so he's done this and they're all on edge. And then they introduce a new character early in who's a young man who seems like a good young guy, has an accident, and then suddenly becomes the town's pariah. And sort of in a lot of people's brain, I think, he's supposed to be the sort of mirror of Michael Myers. And then it all rolls sort of downhill from there.
Yeah.
Jennifer, I wasn't too thrilled about introducing this character in what is supposed to be the finale of everything that Laurie Strode has gone through. But then I thought, okay, if you're going to go with this. And then they just kind of peter out on that storyline.
Well, for a minute, they spent a great deal of the movie focusing on Corey. There was a huge part of the movie Michael wasn't even in.
Right.
You got, I don't even know, like a third of the way in and you hadn't even seen him yet. So they spent all this time on Corey and you're thinking, okay, are they planning on making Corey the new Michael? Is this going to be like a passing the torch kind of thing? And then that story just like goes away, like boom, it's over, and it really felt very pointless to me.
Bart, I think everybody, and they built it up this way with this trilogy, was waiting for the big Laurie Strode, Michael Myers confrontation, which takes place in about the last 12 minutes of the movie. I was disappointed. I wanted to see them, because she's really excited about going after him. She's become kind of the survivalist. That had to be a disappointment, I would think, to you as well.
Well, yeah, because, in storytelling, when you keep things moving forward, you have to continue the progress. What they did here was we spent a third of the movie without seeing Laurie or Michael Myers. And when we did see Laurie, she's basically off writing motivational posters for corporate bathrooms. And she's decided to get over her trauma just in time to when she really needs that anger and rage that was driving her the whole way. So that actually the confrontation that comes is pretty satisfying, I will say. But after 13 movies, we had expectations of where we were going to go, and I just feel like they got sidetracked. Ironically, what happened here is, again, it's a movie trying to say something. And I think Halloween Kills that came before here, it was also really trying to make a statement about how, sort of groupthink and the majority ideal of something can really lead to injustice in the world. And here we have an issue of, once again, trauma, which is, that infectious nature of the trauma of what Michael Myers did to this town. Now, just a couple of weeks ago, we reviewed Smile, which was a horror movie that used trauma and the contagious nature of it really effectively and did it smart, and we liked that movie. Here, it was wrapped into a mythology that we already know. And we know that, as everybody has always said before, the first John Carpenter Michael Myers movie, The Halloween, is absolutely perfect because we have no motivation from Michael. Nobody's trying to tell us anything in the world.
No.
It's just this.
He's not trying to teach us a lesson about life. It's just Michael Myers. He's evil, killing machine with no purpose. And that's what made him so terrifying.
Yeah.
We didn't need to know we didn't need all these side stories.
As my wife tells me constantly, sometimes it's a good thing to just shut up and be your own dumb self. I'd say the same thing for this movie.
Right. Don't try to be too deep. So both of you agree, if you want to watch something, watch the original Halloween, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hands down. That should be at the top of your rewatch list every October.
Yeah, agreed. I haven't seen too many people that have liked this so far. I was scared that you guys were going to love this in a deep psychological way. It worried me. It worried me because I hated it so much.
have known better.
Yeah, and then I thought, no, they'll be on the
No,
same
I'm a
page.
purist. I mean, I was breaking down. I hated the second one because, they had him killing in ways that he doesn't kill. I mean, can we please just be true to the character?
Right.
I mean, come on,
Yeah. So we all agree, just watch the original. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it so much.
All right,
Thank
see ya.
you.
Nice chatting with you. We'll be back right after this.